What's it like to watch back?
Yeah, you know, like when you're in it, you're just in a bubble, right? Like you kind of forget the outside world, kind of turn my phone off, don't really acknowledge anything, the external noise. So I had a week off after, and that was kind of the moment where I kind of like took it all in and was like, okay, you know, like life is a little bit different now. Just acknowledging kind of, I don't think I'd kind of really realized like, damn, okay, like fourth round, you know? Like I don't think I really kind of took that all in, but yeah, I'm proud of that week.
It was great to watch, and so many of us have been following. Just give us a sense then, when you let it all in.
Years of hard work, you know, kind of, you're walking off, your adrenaline is kind of finished, you know, and the crowd's cheering you off the court, and I think it was special. It was definitely kind of a teary moment.
I bet it was. It's interesting you say that you try to shut yourself off, like keep yourself away from the phone, not listen to all the stuff that goes on online. We've been talking this morning about the Lionesses and some of the issues that some of them have been having with online abuse and trolling and that kind of thing. It can't be easy to switch off, but you felt you had to.
Yeah, I think in tournaments like that, I think it's the best thing. You know, as a Brit in that tournament, you're feeling maybe slightly more pressure because you want to perform, you want to do well in front of your family and your friends. You know, it's the tournament that I think for any Brit means the most to us. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot more kind of attention in the press and the news and the articles and stuff. So I think it's best, you know, we're there to play tennis. So I just try and, as much as I can, turn the phone off and, yeah, just focus on what I'm trying to do there.
Do you ever, what's your attitude to thinking about, you know, why sometimes people are mean? Here you are, the top of the game, playing on centre court, doing really well. What is it, do you think? It brings out something in people.
I don't know. It's... I think to be able to do the sport, you've got to be pretty crazy in the mind as well. You know, the stuff you have to put your body through, and you know, I've been doing this since I was like 6, so you do have to give up, I guess, your life. But it's moments like that where it makes it so rewarding, you feel like everything is completely worth it. You know, I look at being 13, 14, and I'm traveling around the world, and I just think, you know, like, you're incredibly lucky to be able to do a sport for a living as well. So yeah, it was definitely a surreal couple of weeks. I'm
not surprised at all. But what you show is like enormous resilience and discipline. It's like you're using the discipline of training in your mental capacity as well. Is that deliberate? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm lucky that I'm someone that I don't typically find that tough to find the motivation to wake up every day and go and train. Like, yeah, some days are tougher than the normal, but I think I'm super stubborn. So I want to see, you know, like, what can I actually do in the sport? You know, I've given up my whole life, so I'm like, I might as well try and do everything I've got to give it the best shot. But yeah, it's definitely, I think you've got to be pretty crazy as a person to do this sport for sure.
Do you think you're crazy?
I think there's a part of it. Like, yeah, I mean, the stuff we do, and yeah, I mean, I think you do have to be a little bit nuts.
I just wonder, John, would you call a person who gives the general public control over their next tattoo crazy?
Yes.
So, talk us through this, because I cannot believe you did this. You basically said for people to get in touch, and you would let someone else, a stranger, pick a tattoo, and you would then go and have that done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to say no to a tattoo. I've got quite a few, so I think it was a good, you know, a good kind of reason for me to get one. Like, you know, I've got to stick to my word. So, yeah, the thought process behind that was in the press. You know, they were going to ask, are you going to get one? And I was like, sure, why not? Like, I'm not going to say no to a tattoo. And kind of, I didn't want anything a bit like cliche. You know, I didn't want to get like the typical strawberry. You know, I wanted to get something that's a little bit different. And yeah, so my interview, I was lacking a bit of creativity on my part, so I used the crowd and kind of put the option to them. And then yeah, after the semi-final, after the centre court one, I yeah, came off, and when I walked down to the court, there was a massive kind of thunder moment, and finished the match, and my Instagram was flooded with, you know, you've got to get a thundercloud and a lightning bolt. And I was like, that's such a good idea. Because yeah, I wanted something that people, if they're going to look at, they're not really going to know is tennis related. But for me, when I see that, it's a dream come true to walk on centre court. So yeah, I got it on a few days after.
You've had it done.
I have had it done.
You want to show it to our camera?
this
Five.
There we go.
There
This
it
one
is.
here.
Thundercloud
Yeah.
and lightning bolt, and that is, well, it's great. It's also a permanent reminder of a really special
Exactly.
time.
You know, I think every kid dreams of walking onto centre court. So every time I look at that, it's going to take me to that memory that hopefully I can cherish forever.
So what's next now? I know you're going to have a lot of fuss talking about Wimbledon, but what is actually next for you?
Next week I'm going to America, starting the American swing out there. So we've got a few warm-up tournaments. I'm going to Cincinnati first, and then yeah, we'll go to US Open, Billie Jean King Cup after that, and then we start the Asia and all that swing. So yeah, it's pretty full on until kind of end of October for me now.
And when you talk about that, the child who wants to be a tennis player, and you now think you're living that, and all this attention, what would that younger you have thought of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, I was getting sent pictures of when I'm kind of 8 years old, and I'm watching the matches on centre court. So to think that, you know, 10, 15 years I'd be nearing to that dream and actually living it. Yeah, it was pretty surreal. I think the more I kind of actually think about it, that, you know, I was on that court and, you know, the role was kind of flipped. I've got kids kind of looking up to me, and I think, yeah, that's it makes everything you've done and all the sacrifices just 100% worthwhile.
Sonay, great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. I love that.